Over from San Antonio.
Backcourts, or top five scoring backcourts, and Tatum and Brown, and J-Dub and SGA.
2 7-footers at center court. Hartenstein, Porzingis.
Forcing the Celtics to reset their offense now with a shorter clock.
Brown's mid-range shot no good. Wallace saved it from going out of bounds.
Never, ever underestimate who that's off of when you don't know. Do exactly what he did. Go for it.
Dort able to win for the reverse. Couldn't score it over Porzingis. Holiday. Many players for Boston who averages in double digits.
Well, they're not going to pass up an open three, and they're not going to pass up pretty much a contested three.
Shea. Brown quickly back. He attacks Hartenstein. He did not play against Minnesota or Houston because of a shoulder injury that he's been nursing. And returning for Boston. As Wallace, they're going to give him a little bit of space. He'll pull up in the mid-range, no good. You see Boston just sort of sagging back, trying to take away the lane in those drives. White sets it up. Porzingis went for the alley-oop.
That's a tough alley-oop.
You always know when somebody's really tall. Yeah, you look tall. But you go to the front with the rest of the players, you fit right in.
Okay, I got you.
Listed at 7'3". As SGA cut through the defense. He's on
contact too.
And Boston to what Boston did last year, but he missed the majority of the postseason.
Now that's a contact as well.
Rack up 30-point game after the defensive end. The steal.
If there's an MVP candidate that has that kind of resume, you show me something that's better. He has been solid.
And White. J-Dub. Outside Case and Wallace. Hand in the face.
That's a tough three. Wasn't really contested because there was some space between he and Porzingis, but he just shot it up over the top. Man, it didn't even touch anything.
Huge mismatch. You saw Dort defending Porzingis. Tatum. And he gets one to go from deep. Their volume. They play the math equation. It's a big part of the formula.
I mean, get this, folks. They average about 50 attempts a game. Most NBA teams, that's a special night for them.
Shatters an NBA previous.
Available on that dunker slot on that baseline as Brown loses the ball. Wallace comes up with it.
Good steal. Jaylen Brown prone to turnovers. Shea the speed all the way. When he makes that decision, he's already got nothing.
Their scorers and their shooters. He is a flat-out scorer, folks. Can score in multiple different ways. As Porzingis will line up to three.
And that is a really cheap foul.
Wow.
By Dort on the subtle bump.
Come on.
That one rounded out. Just can't give him that kind of daylight. White, who's a good defender.
That's just, how they play. And when they get you on the other end, they're going to take a lot of those threes. But their defense is pretty good as well.
Relocation three, outside, J-Dub.
Delivering with the corner three.
White penetrates up top. Hartenstein able to tap it out to J-Dub. Full stride, trying to create the 2-on-1, and he mishandled the dribble. Holiday right back to White, and he's going to get tied up and fouled. And for free throws give us an opportunity to take a look at today. Caruso and Holmgren, the usual names for the Thunder that remain out.
And how about the Thunder finishing up their five-game home slate? All the top teams in the East and West, as well as the hottest teams, with the New York Knicks coming in on Friday night with that 9-game winning streak. You got the Clippers, Minnesota, Memphis.
All very good teams as Tatum bowls his way to the cut for the left hand. Duke been around a long time. The dump off, Hartenstein on the push, and that one's
basketball, because they're always looking for him. They're collapsing on him, and he's finding his players, as he did with Hartenstein just moments ago.
As he's going to be the one to try to initiate the offense. Celtics like to do a lot of switching. Jacob just kept it himself in the
basketball. I tell you, that's a matchup to watch between he and also Jaylen Brown. Two similar players with big bodies. Plays in a lot of different ways.
Wallace right there. Got to watch out for the ball fake and Jaylen Brown attacked, and it's just Jaylen Brown sliding his right
in the morning. And if your kids are really young, not old enough, get ready. You're going to be standing out there on that cold soccer field because it's a great little sport for young players.
And that shot fake from Jaylen Brown, which is his panic move. Dort had nothing but daylight from the outside. Couldn't connect on the three. As Tatum lobs it inside. Horford slapped away. Not a foul, but it's last touch by OKC on the baseline. You saw that help defense.
Yeah, and it came down to help out. Brown hits a real player with a whole lot of athleticism.
He was Finals MVP and taking down the Dallas Mavericks. Dort on the baseline. He'll pull up. No good. And it's Derek White. He can play facilitator. Brown feeling it. High archer. Not going to get to go that time. He's just 33% from three on the season. Hardenstein will keep it himself. Wallace floats it up.
They're pretty good when they do that. They're not defending champions by mistake, folks.
Want to get your hand in the face of Tatum. That time he shot it over Dort.
And if he makes that shot, you can live with that because it's contested.
Shea once again kept the dribble alive, then goes into the step back in the mid-range. And Horford, who did not play against Houston in the Celtics last game because of rest, grabbed that rebound. Wide open underneath, and that might be the easiest layup that Hawks.
Get the three. This is a smart team. They're well coached by Joe Mazzulla. They've been battle-tested time and time again. Finally came up with their NBA championship a season ago.
They've been knocking at the door, too. Some losses in the finals, lost finals. Finally stuck to it, and Shea.
They play basketball with their head down.
Jaylen Brown now in year number 9. Certainly has a head start on Jalen Williams. It's right there with Jason Tatum in terms of the playmaking, what he's able to do with this Boston team. The kick out, Dort off the catch. Short, no good. There's Tatum. He'll trot it up the floor. Trying to carve out some space in order to get defenders off balance.
Thunder got those early 3 free throw attempts.
Jalen Williams, Jay Will checked in first time, as has Wiggins coming off of his big game on Friday against New York. He'll pull up, and that's good. That one go down.
Torching the net, picking up where he left off with those 15 points in the fourth quarter against the Knicks.
Tatum kicks, open shooter, Horford, Pritchard, Hauser, he's dangerous. A little bit short on his first shot. There are three-point shooters everywhere for Boston. There are really no weak spots out on the perimeter. Shea keeping the dribble alive. Bouncing, pulling. Probably one of the top moments of his NBA.
Retired down in Charlotte. We had that big game as well. Pritchard was a little strong with the three. I'll tell you one thing, he's had quite a last couple of weeks of his young life.
That was last week when the Thunder played the Charlotte Hornets. Everybody came out, and Tatum not going to get rewarded for the swing through. Lou Dort, back to Wiggins, passed on the three. A lot of heat on that pass. Joe, he is not going to pass on the three. That's it.
Chance to show you exactly what happened on that.
He'll tee one up from outside. Horford not shooting in his will. As Shea once again negotiating. Wiggins steps behind the tape. And a rare miss for him.
How about Shea setting him up once again? Just probing the defense with the basketball and then finding his teammates. He is more than just an all-star and an MVP candidate. He is a big-time total package player.
Nice deflection by Dort.
Perfection.
Trying to keep that defense a step behind. Hauser somehow pops up, and Hauser's able to track it down. Now the Celtics, they got 3-on-2 momentarily. Cornette's going to kick. Hauser wide open, and that's
guys who one of many guys for the Celtics that can shoot that three. They take the most, they make the most at over 18 a game. Their last win against the Houston Rockets before coming to Oklahoma City, they knocked down 19.
SGA down the lane. Not going to get it to go. The back tap out to Dort for a fresh 14. Jay will try to play distributor. Wiggins, he will drive on Cornette, got it up and
A little bit too much on that front foot. He attacked that lead foot and got all the way to the bucket.
Thunder will switch here. There's SGA on the backside of Tatum. Initially, that heel was right on it.
I've always said, guys, who take possession. Celtics have attempted, 11 free throws in this first quarter.
J-Dub's not going to get that off. It's 35-32.
Well, and it was a good quarter. Both teams' offense was playing at top level.
15 points in the fourth quarter. He just electrified everybody. Jaylen Brown, that's too easy getting to the cup.
He's one of those guys, he can shoot the three, and he can play in that mid-range. He's got a nice handle, too, where he can make plays like that.
Joe on the step back, that's going to be too strong. And it taps right back to Kenrich Williams. He had a really good look there outside the elbow, no good. Celtics bring back Porzingis. Huge mismatch here. Porzingis, can he take advantage of it with Joe on him? Shoots, and he does. Missed that one. That's a sweet spot for Isaiah Joe, his second three.
And the Thunder done a good job of making plays like that, but they've been able to.
Hauser picks up the personal.
How about that? Those deflections once again. Nick Gallo did a great little hit on that folks right before tip-off about the deflections, the turnovers, the steals. And this is what it leads to, a deflection and a steal. Now, a lot of times, that's what leads to a turnover is that type of play where you get a deflection and you go get. And see.
And a good look. Stein, so good, so reliable, averaging the double-double. But he's out on the perimeter. Porzingis again inside. He's going to get fouled by Wiggins. And for a chance to win two, courtside seat.
Big part of what they do, obviously, is their ability to knock. That's a pretty good night for most teams in the NBA. And they shoot on average, folks, 53s.
Wiggins left open again as Porzingis clutches another rebound. White trying to spin away. Nice defense by Joe, shutting him off, but Porzingis slips.
They're so good, you got to give them something.
As Jay
Brown, no free throws.
The drive in again, it's Wiggins.
Like contesting a three-point shooter.
They don't leave Wiggins wide open. They left Isaiah Joe open as well. Very clean look. That ends up being Brown. I feel like they've cleaned some of those things up. And on the offensive end, they're going to stay relentless on attacking the rim. Cornette.
Spot on. That very common. You're playing against one of the best teams, in the Eastern Conference and the defending champions. They don't have a whole lot of mistakes. They're well, coached with a smaller lineup in there.
Kenrich getting up there and at least getting a piece of it to send it back over to Cason Wallace, and OKC wins the tip. Get an extra possession. J-Dub, free throw line, jumper, and Brown, the ball fake, inside the floater, and that's too good. Jaylen Brown already 17 points for Boston here in the first half. That's what Mikal Bridges did with New York on Friday. J-Dub again, he will get a whistle down hook.
1 year at Cal, had a whole lot because he's got that ability, to tie game.
He's pretty stoic, and he's gone through growing pains over the course of his career as well. White. The early flurry of threes. Hartenstein tries to give it up. 5 minutes almost gone by here in the second quarter. Tough shot, J-Dub fading away. Short, no good. And nothing but green jerseys. Boston has not missed yet here in the second quarter. 7 out of 7 from the floor. They're shooting at over 56%. There's the first miss. But an offensive rebound for Horford. That's Brown. Trying to wait for something to clear up, and you get a whistle and a foul. Is that going to... Switch with Dort out on the perimeter. White. Ball fake, drives, and scoops it up and in. See him getting the accolades there. The jersey will be hanging in the United Center, but the concern here, Michael, for OKC, you're trailing by 10 points, you're down by double digits again, and the Celtics have been having their way on the offensive end.
Well, and they're one of those teams that you just have to be patient with them. How about that? That's patience with the basketball. And look at the way was Casey Wallace.
Wallace looking comfortable with the ball in his hands. He's a really good defender in Holiday. SGA, nice anticipation with that poke away. That's what he likes to do with big men. The defender can put a little pace into this game. Wiggins, often of late.
But that's the shot you want. You got to move the Celtics defense. You got to get in pace. They did that. They got the open shot.
Good ball movement, sets it up. Open shooter, no good.
I've played them early in the week here in a win as well. So that's that passing I'm talking about. You can live with that shot because, you know, it's creating a nice little open shot, plenty of time to line that up. Just got to keep shooting it.
Brown, yet again, he slipped what Mikal Bridges did on Friday. Now Shea's got the ball in his hands. He had a big first quarter. Kick it out. Kenrich Williams open for...
Move the defense. Doesn't matter how it happens, off the dribble or the pass, you got to move the defense. The Celtics are just too good when they're standing still.
Jaylen Brown. Just his third miss of what has already been a very productive first half for him. Shea trying to drive right, off balance, tough shot. Didn't get that one to go. There's Derek White, came over from San Antonio. He'll launch one from season. See the Celtics switching as Tatum will defend SGA. That three is no good. They're trying to hustle back on defense. Tatum likes being in the post, and he's going to get fouled. Wallace trying to post ups. Brown on the high archer. Altitude on that shot. So the Celtics, big production here in the first half. This game very much resembling the game against New York. SGA is going to get sort of quietly going about their business.
Come at you with different looks offensively because it's a team that's been battle tested.
Horford off the catch. Battle for the rebound. It pops up. And Dort's able to track it down. Ovier inside. Hartenstein been piling up the assists. See Horford just waiting for J-Dub to make that drive. Instead it goes back out to the perimeter. Joe off balance. Now J-Dub is going to get called for the travel.
In the least amount of opponents' free throws. They only allow 18 a game on average. Most NBA offenses are designed to get points from that free throw line.
Thunder not getting points so far today. That should be an offensive foul. Shea's got a mismatch. Trying to drive on Porzingis. Instead, he dumped it off. Hartenstein had his Shea space. And it's Brown up the sideline. Trying to flip it down to Holiday. White. So good. No. Holiday trying to tap.
It's a good opportunity for the Thunder to get in transition.
Dort blocked underneath the rim. And it pops out, and Hartenstein able to give it to a teammate. Shea pulls. Too strong. 2-on-1, and that's even.
Timberwolves and the Clippers. It just goes back. I just want to get to halftime here. Reset their clock. Because they've done a great job of White.
I don't have a real great rebounders. Joe had the feet set. High Archer, too strong. Tatum, there he is with the rebound with exactly a minute to go. Boston with its biggest lead of the game right now at 13. Holiday, a lob, Brown. That time it got busted up. Looked like SGA was there. 45 seconds left. There's Dort, over to SGA open.
On the three. Shows you just what you can do. He's got a total package, man. That's why he is in the MVP conversation every single season over the last couple.
Can get the 2 for 1. Tatum, advantage here. Passes back out to White to beat the shot clock. White well short. You got time if you can. Shea with 2. 1. Joe heaves.
At halftime and asked him what he wants to see on the defensive end in the second half. He told me he wants to see more fundamentals defensively, including taking pride in individual one-on-one matchups and also in help side and having each other's backs. And then offensively, he told me he wants to see OKC to continue to play with force throughout the second half, guys.
All right, thank you, Paris. And a little force there on the defensive end. Jaylen Brown thought he got fouled. SGA pulls up, just below. SGA's got it.
With Jaylen Brown was able to win that one. Slapped 2 points on the other end. How about that? Good steal, anticipation by J-Dub, helping the Thunder to kind of speed up this game at the top part of this third quarter.
Right on the backdoor pass of Porzingis. As Wallace wants to get into the hands of SGA. Got space to work with. Now he tries to back down White, pulls up. White got the block. SGA, second effort.
To you. Stay in the saddle. Had a second bite of that apple, and it was sweeter than the first.
See if the Thunder can crank up the defense here in the third quarter after Boston had back-to-back 30-point quarters.
Incidental contact, maybe?
Well, I think that Hartenstein and Mark Daigneault would have a defense there in the sense that...
Point. He kept his arm straight up, and you cannot play defense any better than that.
Mark Daigneault, though, deciding against the challenge, keeping it in his pocket. That would have been somewhat risky. Shea trying to add more to his total, couldn't do it there. Tatum quiet despite all that offense from Boston in the first half. Love's getting in the post. Fadeaway shot, not gonna happen. Dort, the weak side rebound. Hartenstein powers to the layup. Couldn't score it. Dort trying to chase Holiday. Porzingis, hoist, and hits from deep. 34% from downtown. Had it down to 6, back up to 11. Shea back to Hartenstein. Push shot that time.
That's good action by the defense and then finding one of his teammates. He's already got 4 assists here.
Tatum knew exactly where Holiday was going to be. Holiday, no good on the 3. Porzingis, that long arm. Tatum clanks the 3. Hartenstein able to consolidate. Back-to-back misses on that possession. Hartenstein feels the pressure there of Holiday, trying to get rid of the ball. Shea again. Stops. SGA. Porzingis. Flat foot. That one was halfway down. It took a peek.
And he's a deep three-point shooter as well. That's what the Celtics want to get to. Stuff the stat sheets on a nightly basis. He's not just one of those guys where he's got blinders on when he has the basketball.
Mason Wallace, no, this might be an over the back on Porzingis. So they're going to say a loose ball. The bear hug. Pretty conspicuous. J-Dub kicking. Dort off the catch. That one was halfway down.
That's a good shot. The Thunder have gotten good shots like that on their three-point shots. Where it's come off passes, ball movement. You got to move this Celtics defense.
Tatum got a couple of inches on SGA. That was a walk. Officials haven't been letting much go throughout this game. There have been plenty of foul calls, but it was a miss on the travel. Holiday hasn't been able to slow down SGA yet. J-Dub off the catch. That 3 no good. Hartenstein, offensive rebound, and Dort stepped out of bounds.
He's falling down. and still throws it in the basket. That's why he's averaging over 28 points a game.
I don't want to keep him quiet still. Porzingis again. They run him off the three-point line. Not afraid to pass over to White. White. That three is no good.
That's good rotations defensively by Porzingis over to him.
J-Dub, his runner is off. Thunder creating opportunities. Just not able to convert. Brown.
Average about 18, a little bit over 18 makes from downtown.
Tatum, the spin. Porzingis, flat, no good on the three. It's tapped over to Hartenstein. Right back to Porzingis. Gave up his dribble. Porzingis, flat-footed. That's no good. So the Celtics, they've got quiet from deep. Those shots are not going down at all. They're just 23% from downtown. The Thunder just have not been able to dig into the deficit significantly. As we come up on the midway point of quarter number 3. Dort trying to penetrate. He'll pull up. Not going to get the bounce. It's a 9-7 third quarter so far. Tatum. A lot of pressure. Trying to make his move on Wallace. Got a height advantage. He'll shoot over the top. Back to free throw.
Wallace, just better defense. Just a better shot, excuse me, by Tatum. That's why he's averaging over 28 a game. Shots like that.
Tatum gambled, allows Wallace.
Threw it up there, but boy, what a beautiful shot with the offhand by the second-year man out of Kentucky.
Nice finish. Tatum way off. That one clanks badly. Tatum trying to come out of the pack with speed. Look at the Celtics. They got 4 players back defensively to slow things down. Pritchard defending. J-Dub back to Hartenstein. Swings it over to a wide-open Wallace. And you could not have asked for a better play.
Those are shots the Thunder have been getting tonight. You love that ball movement. You have to move the Celtics defense like that.
Tatum determined to pull up for the three, and then again, shooters, they're so tactful, Michael, that every single time in the spirit of the game, it's not in the spirit of competition, but these guys are...
As he finally makes 1 of 3 frees, it may have really kind of thrown off Tatum a little bit as he missed two free throws.
You just want those cleaned up, and I'm not just saying this because of win against OKC, but in the spirit of the game, you want those cleaned up.
Thunder done an excellent job with the three-point shooting of the Celtics.
Nice deflection on the anticipation into the post. As Dort trots into the front court, Jay Will fires it, telegraphed the pass. Tatum, J-Dub has been held to just 10 points here in the third quarter. Pritchard, held voice, missed it wide right. And Jay Will able to keep Cornette off the offensive glass.
And a contested three. And you're loving that because the Celtics cannot get to their strength right now.
Shea ran right into Horford. That's back-to-back turnovers. Hauser. And Jay Will the rebound.
Well, this is an opportunity for the Thunder to try to capitalize and cut into that deficit. Just at 6 points.
Shea across the lane. And another miss. It has been offensively deprived third quarter. Wants to get rid of it. Now with 10 on the shot clock. Sets the screen. Pritchard maneuvering down low. Tough fadeaway shot off the backboard.
For the Celtics.
Shea again down the lane. Got to close out on Hauser. Thunder shooting at sub 40% for the game. Shea fires it inside. The kick. Dort corner three. Gets that. As Lou Dort sees one go down. He missed his first 4. That's his first made shot of the game.
And that's to the point we were talking about. This is how close this game is right now. You know, the Celtics have been up.
Tatum, mismatch. Bowser knew exactly where he wanted to go with it. Pritchard hangs, had it blocked, and SGA is going to come out of the pack and get fouled.
That as they continue to cut into that deficit.
Get a little closer on this possession. Shea, Wiggins, ball fake out around Horford. And Jay Will, strong on the three, tapped up. It's Dort. Extra possession here. Wisely pull it back out and try to get something going. We'll take the shot. Way off. And it's Jay Will, another offensive rebound. The second one, SGA slips in for the left off.
We talk about the opportunities and how golden they are right now. The Thunder are taking advantage. This is the closest they've been since the first quarter.
Pritchard went into his shooting motion and Tatum lost his balance. It's taken by Joe. 2-on-1. Joe dumps it off. Wiggins lost it initially there. Still separation between shot clock and game clock. Tatum wants to drive. Double team comes on him. He's on the sideline. He's trapped. He got it over to Pritchard. Pritchard. Rebound.
Called a technical. Man, that's brutal. That is brutal at this point in the game.
He's lost the spirit of competition here. Porzingis. Look at Wallace. The hand up on him. It ends up being a trailing 80-76 as we go to the fourth quarter.
What a game it's been.
Hartenstein. The block on Porzingis. White off the catch. No. Horford kept off the offensive glass. Porzingis spun right into that Hartenstein block. Bad pass. Jalen Williams tried to set it up. Thunder have had some risky passes that really haven't been paying off. Both teams with make that 10 turnovers for OKC. Brown back in. To keep the lid on him after his big first half. Porzingis has to put it up from way behind the line. That was good defenses. Jaylen Brown got sticky.
The ball did not go below the free throw line for the Celtics. Good job by the Thunder because the Celtics are making a living so far in this ball game, getting to the paint. Struggled in that third quarter after Thunder course corrected.
Kenrich gives it up. Cason Wallace. Kenrich had options there. He could have taken the shot himself. Instead, almost made it a little bit more difficult on Wallace on the block. Holiday. Horford, space. No, another miss. He has been huge. Thunder playing with Hartenstein on him. There's the steal. Jacobs able to scrape it up off the deck.
It's just really terrific defense. How about a deep three?
And Wiggins, another fourth quarter three. It's big time Friday night, 1-point game. Mismatch, White. There's another miss. Look at the box out, Kenrich keeping Horford out of the block.
The Thunder with a chance to take the lead since early in the first half.
Jacobs got to watch his backside. Fouled, and he's going to the free throw. Now, a quick word from your
Friday night to help close out that game. As the Thunder have been fighting and clawing their way back in this ball game, and they have done now with a leading by a stick man.
Trailed by as many as 13. Brown was such a factor in the first half. Passes into that traffic. Wiggins comes up with it, trying to tap it to himself, but instead White is able to track it down. 2 seconds. Brown off. And it's nothing but City Edition unis for the rebound. Wallace attacks on Horford, right to the cup.
To that point, as Horford doesn't miss this three.
Those three-point shots had not been dropping. The season low percentage-wise going into the fourth quarter. J-Dub. Wiggins, hip-to-hip with Holiday, stripped out of bounds.
Just a good, solid on-ball defender. He might give up some points, but he's going to create plays like that as well. It's all about the percentages.
Brown can be loose with the ball. Diving for it. There it is. Picked up by Wallace. Wallace fears on Holiday. Takes it all. Left it. the quarter, he got teed up for flopping. So it was basically a retroactive call.
Yeah, we don't always get the explanation of that in real time, folks.
A flop for Dort, and he got teed up. This should be a foul on Boston.
Scott Foster, because I was really upset at him about that play, not understanding that we just don't get the explanation of those technicals until moments later.
Jada attacks. Couldn't quite spin it home.
Wow, he went to the basket with lightning speed.
It was very quick getting by Tatum. Porzingis, that's going to be a foul as Wiggins was giving him a hug on the waist.
It's a good foul.
Back from multiple double-digit deficits on this homestand. Trying to do it again here against the defending champs. Tatum pulls up, tough shot, and Jason Tatum, that's why he is a foul. Shea's back in the game. He'll get the foul call on Holiday. When you buy,
we're almost approaching closing time when we get below that 5-minute mark.
Tatum watched that screen from Porzingis. Mismatch. Hartenstein trying to move his feet. Tatum, hesitation. The kick out, extra pass. Brown, the three. Holiday taps it out. Dort's able to take it away from White. Too much action on defense, and it leads to the dunk.
A loose ball opportunity, and Lou Dort just did not give up on that play.
White wide right on the three. The weak side rebound to Jalen Williams.
A lot going on away from the basketball between Lou Dort and Jaylen Brown. They both wrestled each other out of the picture.
Tough seed grows here in the fourth quarter. That's going to be an offensive foul.
Just been delivering one big bucket after another all season long.
Deflection, and it hit the top of the backboard. Shea got a little space, tied up with Holiday, and they call the foul.
That's tough to do against Drew.
Got to get it in.
That's team foul number 3 for the Celtics. Keep an eye on that.
Shea matched up here with Horford. Help defense came over and Holiday. He gives it up. Someone's going to have to shoot it. J-Dub, 1 second on the shot clock. And it's White. The hit ahead to Tatum. Caught it in stride. Tatum rejected. SGA caught him at the rim and swatted it away. 5 on 4. Hartenstein. Seen the Thunder not only catch, but take the lead over Boston here. 9-point lead with 5 minutes left to go. The Thunder defense has been standing tall in the second half. The switch. Extra ball movement down to Brown as Dort is waiting for him to make his move. Brown inside. It rolls off the rim. Dort's able to consolidate.
And they're just really locked up the Celtics at the rim. The Celtics had that big 34 points in the first half.
Shea does not miss those mid-range shots very often. Dort.
You know they're going to make a run. It's still a lot of time left in this ball game.
Extra pass over to Holiday. It's going to be short. Dort knew it. He's able to step out there, but White able to dispossess him. He punched it free. Celtics with Brown. Way off balance. There was nothing doing on that reverse.
And once again, Isaiah Hartenstein stayed very disciplined.
That's a ton of pressure on Boston. Now the Celtics are going to run a little offense here through Tatum. That is a very deep three, and Tatum, that kind of daylight.
Well, he's a big shot maker, and you can't lock that guy down.
First points for Boston in 3.5 minutes. J-Dub stops on a dime, turns around. That one falls off the rim. Tatum, high pressure. He'll drive inside, off balance. He goes flying into the first row. SGA sprinting up the floor. And he turns then. Tons of time left to go in this game. In what is currently a 6-point game. And another offensive foul out of the perimeter that time. And the Thunder have not done that on the offensive end the last couple possessions. They run some clock here. Shot clock under 7. It's Wallace off the catch. And they've gone quiet the last couple possessions. There's another 2 minutes.
We're at closing time.
See the ball denial on SGA. So it goes to Jalen Williams. Couldn't turn the corner on Brown. Now he's got to put it up. Lost possession. Dort, sidestep three. Beats the shot clock and Luke.
And he stayed engaged to come up with a big three for the Thunder.
Brown got tied up by SGA. He turns it over. Open shooter, it's Dort.
Yes. Out to their largest lead of the night.
Tatum trying to insert himself, leans in.
Twice in back-to-back possession.
How about wide open? Those are not easy to do. But it's Shea, the high ball pressure, the double team looming. He's used to it. Passes away from it, but now someone's going to make something happen with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Dort, hard closeout, drives in, trying to float it up to Hart. The Thunder are going to learn some things in this game. That's why you like playing the premier teams like the Boston Celtics. There's been a lot that's happened here in the first 46 plus minutes. And no! SGA, he's able to pull down that rebound. And wisely decides to pull it out despite all the pressure. Keeps his dribble alive, pulls up, mid-range shot. And foul on J-Dub. Trying to stay at
2 free throws. Well, 23 and 24 coming up. 5 free throw attempts the entire second half. So they've had to earn it, is what I'm saying.
not taking a ton of free throws.
This is where you want to just milk that clock. Even if you get a shot clock violation, you okay with that? Just run time off that clock.
Double team, leaves somebody open. It's Dort yet again. Layup.
On the ropes.
Just some incredible hermetic defense here in the second half. Shutting down the number 3 net rated team in the NBA, the Boston Celtics, who came in having won 8 out of 9 games, but it's Oklahoma City, the team with a 14-game win streak, that's going to prevail in yet another double-digit comeback. Capped off by another 33 performance from Shai Gilgeous-Allen
in that second half to not allow the Celtics to get to their strength, which is three-point shooting.